Welcome back, lords and ladies, to the Black Book. We are off to get the Fern Flower. Now, something that I did think about with the items for a second was that increases the number we see of received sin by 1. So all we have to do is take this off before we get to the end of a chapter, because we don't get the sin from imps until the end of the chapter, so we'd only get 1 from him at the end of this chapter, or at the end of this day. These ones don't count, so we should be okay, as long as we take it off in time. Woods near Isba. Our house is on the outskirts of Vilgot, often attracts chorts. Their sword to turn up today at the eve of the solstice.
On this night, the border between the worlds grows thin. At this time, even regular people can see demons. That's why you're not surprised when you see a huge pack of swarming chorts among the swirling shadows of the fir wood near old Yegor's Izba.
Okay, so let's go. What do they got? Curse. That and poison. Yeah, we can take them. So let's go with bad blood. And we'll go weakness on that one. Waste on that one, followed up by this. So that should be able to kill him off relatively quickly. Okay, so that's up. We are going to then hit them with this. Remove negative status effects and heal ourselves. And we'll go bat on that, so that should be a nice combination. And we'll finish him off with a total weakness one. Yeah, so we'll get that, but first we'll heal ourselves and then hit them with that, and we've basically won. Excellent. That's nice. I will grab Rage. Rage is a nice card to have in the deck. Get some experience, some rubles, and we can press on. Road up the uphill slope. It's getting dark, the forest isn't far from here. I can also visit the villagers and take a peek at what they're doing for the holiday. They always think of something fun. I do love the artwork. Like this art style is so beautiful. It reminds me of impressionist art, where it's such bright
into
colors.
The sunset on the stormy horizon. Kupala Eve is going to be thunderous. On the hill by the river, you can distinguish peasants trying to enjoy the holiday before the skies will inevitably pour out their rage upon them.
Like, it's so pretty, but at the same time, it has that simplistic quality to it, where you know that they've put a lot of effort into making it, but at the same time, it doesn't look like they have. Like a painting. Right, just exit. Fire now at Kolvar. Residents of Vilgut have built a fire and dancer circles. The girls are probably going to do divinations. I don't need divinations, I already know my destiny.
On the slope near the Kolva River, The village youth have made traditional fires. The fun is just starting. The flames light up lots of familiar faces. You look into the fire and think of where the rest of your way leads.
So who do we have? Oh, we have Petka.
Howdy, Vasa.
Greetings, Vasilisa.
God be with you. How are you liking the holiday?
Oh, it's beautiful. The fire is wonderful.
And, mind you, it was lit without matches. One needs skill for that.
And I like the roundelays too. How wonderful.
Oh, Vasha, you came too! I thought the Knowers were afraid of the Cupola fires. I've been living like we agreed upon. Properly. In a way, life has become even better. I have a habit of helping my neighbors now. Can you imagine? Well, I have no time to chat. I'm playing my accordion.
Oh, greetings, mistress.
Hey there. What an unexpected encounter. Well, how is your windmill?
After you got rid of that wicked chort, everything went well. I summoned a new one. I think one of the forest chorts. But he's not cursing, he's doing his job.
Well, let's talk later.
I wonder if people who don't make it basically, if you don't decide to save them in the story, if they turn up here. Fire is alive, obtained by friction.
Howdy, Vasa. We're glad to see you.
Howdy, Vasilisa. Have you by chance come to leap over the fire?
Коля!
Don't fret. Everything is fine. Who knows? Maybe I will. Have you been getting along after the wedding?
Come on, Vasilisa. I'm not a violent man.
Yes, my husband is much kinder than the Abdiricha.
You bet. I'm about on the same level with that domovoi.
Yes, by the way, I made a wreath for you. Maybe it will help you get your man back.
Ah. Replenishes 10 HP at the start of every battle.
Do you like Cupola celebrations?
Wife and I haven't seen such things for a long time, if ever.
It's interesting to witness. These are all ancient customs, after all.
Cornish-knight traditions. Young people leap over burning fires in order to cleanse themselves. Girls weaved wraiths of grass and flowers. The wraiths played an important role. It was used to see evil spirits, to become godparents, or to sworn siblings. It was exchanged as a sign of eternal friendship. Wraiths were naturally used in divination. In northern Russian tradition, girls sent the wraiths downriver from a bridge with a burning candle attached. If the wraith veered into the opposite shore, her future husband would be from another village. If it veered to the same shore, her husband would be from the same village. If the wraith sank, it meant imminent death. Swimming naked in a river was also an ancient tradition. Cleansings could be performed with fire, water, or earth, 3 out of 4 elements. On this day, rural roads were ploughed so that matchmakers would arrive sooner, or a furrow was made in front of a young man's home to compel him to propose sooner.
Did your mother-in-law show herself?
Well, we consecrated the banya and hope it won't be haunted. And we follow all the rules.
Will you go looking for a Fern Flower?
God no, Vasa. We've had enough dealings with the demons.
Right you are. Well, talk to you later.
Okay.
Greetings, Vasilisa Fedorovna.
Samson, you left the station without supervision again?
God, no. My boy helps me around. I came with my relatives for holiday. And I like playing cards in your area, you know that. How about a game or two now?
Even the priest is here.
Oh, Vasilisa, greetings. Phew. Again with this damned book. Quit this thing, and come to confession, before your soul is completely gone.
Come on, you know me. I'm a knower, but I try not to curse people without reason.
It is never too late to confess. We've saved the changing girl with prayers, right?
Saved with prayers. Right.
Well, well. The girl is here. That's what matters. Married. So it may not be too late to save you, huh?
You're saying you'll marry me?
Get out of here. I'm talking about listening to your confession.
What are you doing here on Kupala's Eve? It's a demonic holiday. Jumping over the fire, wriggling you behind. That's what you're saying, right?
Oh? So what? I've seen lots of things in Vilgard. Personally, I think it's all fine as long as it's all in good spirits.
Say you will accept my confession? It may even be useful for me.
You tell the priest the events of recent days after your initiation as a Khaldun.
Lord have mercy. What horrors! You aren't lying to me, are you? No. I feel you're telling the truth. I absolve you of what I can, Vasilisa. The rest God will forgive, if He wills it so.
How did you end up here? I'm not talking about Kupala, but about Vilgard in general.
Look at you. You sure act like a knower. Curiosity got you this far, huh? There's nothing to tell, really. I studied in Perm, then I was assigned this place. I'm from around here, and I've spent a lot of time here. I've seen all kinds of things. I've exorcised both Ikotas and you, Khalduns. That's why I believed you right away when you told me about the changeling girl.
So we managed to reduce our sins somewhat. That's nice. Talk to the priest, and then it's just the Sobra.
Oh, hello, Vasilisa. Well met. I was going to visit you tomorrow. They say lots of things about Khalduns. Not all of it is true, and I know this thanks to you. Thank you, mistress.
Well, why are you bowing to me? I did what we agreed upon. How are you? The Vodinoid doesn't bother you anymore, does he?
Phew. God is merciful. The brine pours from the well steadily, with no interruptions. You made a good deal with the Vodinoi that time. To be honest, I came to Vilgard to pay you back. Here, take it.
Huh. Listen.
I will hear none of that. That's it. Oh, Vasilisa, Salikams can only dream of having a Khaldun like you.
Okay. So we got a ton of rubles. Not much sin. Not going to use that, to be honest. Right. Everything's going well. Let's continue
Some
off.
peasants depart to the river for wreath divinations. You think about whether you should go and discover your fate, or if it's time to make it with your own hands.
Let's set off the reef into the river. Oh dear.
You come to the forest and can hardly recognize it. The grim trees are soaked with the mysterious spirit of space between worlds. Between the branches glimpse the figures of spirits that are unfamiliar even to you. Another pack of chorts has gathered at the forest's edge. They're catching amateur flower hunters, of which there is no shortage on this night. The Leshy's son knows the right words to disperse the demons at the forest's edge. The passers-by have nothing to fear in this part of the forest. The frozen fir branches wrap the heart of the forest in an impenetrable wall. You whisper several zagavars, and the old needles part reluctantly, opening thick bushes of fern. You know that this is the place the flower will show itself tonight to prepare for the ritual.
how to find a Fern Flower. The Fern Flower doesn't allow just anyone to touch it. One has to have courage and luck. People say it was like this in olden times. Once a man went into the forest on the eve of Ivan Kapala to pick the flower. He spread consecrated tablecloth, one that's given on bright week, in front of the fern. He drew himself into a circle with a consecrated knife and waited until midnight. Chort, meanwhile, tried to distract him in any way possible, but made all sorts of noises and caused a ruckus. All of a sudden he heard a voice of his mother, even though he'd been dead for over a year. He turned around only to meet his end. The Chorts picked his head like a flower and sent his soul straight to hell. The Fern Flower is hell's prized ornament. Okay. Make the circle. Put the ritual candles down. Spread the towel. Here we go.
The preparations are done. The thunder blasts are becoming more frequent. The air smells like a storm approaching. You can only wait for midnight.
Milky Way, Pleiades, Cart, so it's the constellations. Pleiades. These bright stars are called the Pleiades by learned folk, but we all know the correct name for them. It's Storhaz. Milky Way. Lord, where am I? So many stars, as if someone spilled milk all across the sky. Cart. This is the constellation that can be seen by everyone. Looks like a cart, and here something that looks like a driver. Eternal flower. A fern flower, sorry. And that looks like a phoenix. Doom. Kills the counter reaches 0. So we have to basically kill them by the time it reaches 0. Okay. So let's not waste time. Let's get as many things out as we can. Okay. Doom. Okay. Just doomed us. That's not great. Remove negative status effects. Double waste that. Move. Do this. We'll double its curse as well. It's got to put waste in us and decompose, but we're immune to that. Press and pray itself, okay. Double the waste. Let's get ourselves going. Yeah, so it's got a lot of waste on it. That's not great. Fortunately, we're going to come out swinging. That was the plan. And we defeat the Phoenix. We cut a hand and sew the flower into it. And the seal is broken.
A moment, a flash, and the starry heavens split apart, pouring the wrath of the stormy sky upon you. When your eyes get used to the darkness, you notice hundreds of chorts waiting for you in the branches. They want to take your Fern Flower away.
So, new item we have. He went to the forest at night, picked the Fern Flower and fell asleep right there on the spot. All his dreams were of chorts and their savage howlings. So immune to waste, cursed and poison. So if we put that on, we're immune to poison, curse and waste, so that we don't need those boots anymore, which is fantastic. And we don't need those hooves either, so this basically covers everything, so we're pretty much immune to a lot of things now. Okay, now we need to run.
You flee. The cold needles of the fir trees, soaked with rain, spring up, as if out of nowhere. You feel the crooked-tailed legions hot on your trail. Could they be close?
Keep running, because that's what we were told to do.
You finally reach the forest's edge. Lightning illuminates the shadows of evil spirits standing behind your back. The power of the picked flower has attracted demons from all over the Uyezd.
Continue to run.
Tripping and breathing heavily, you rush towards Vilgard. You reach the rye field that is being shaken with the fury of the stormy sky. Lightning strikes the golden crosses of the Vilgard church. You feel that the legions of Chorts are hesitant to approach human Izbaz. You don't have a chance to catch your breath, and a demon appears behind you.
Oh boy. Ellis Whirlwind, okay, so he's got to summon the evil spirit, so we need to basically hit this guy fast. And we don't have a lot of our normal cards to do it. Okay. Get that up. No point putting anything else in, because if we burn that, we will have lost it, so let's get going. Okay. So it's got to summon creatures. Really nasty ones. Okay. Armor herself up as well, which isn't great. So we need to get... That's the boss thing that has summoned it. So we need to get that out. We're immune to poison. That's going to buff it though, which is a pain. But there's not a lot we can do. Anything that will put poison on people. Yep. There we go. Waste on all enemies. Let's get going. The sooner we can get poison on him, the better. Okay, weakness on everybody. He's got to boost up his damage, which isn't great. He's armoring up. Okay. He's got to heal all allies and then come out with a massive attack. So we actually need to really sort of punch this. Okay. He's armored up, so we need to get something to remove his armor. Do that. Do that. Heal, and we'll boost ourselves up. Ah, he's got what's going on. And we've been betrayed. Well, we already were betrayed, but those two have turned back up, have they? Our Cordunes die.
You woke up. Wonderful. I was worried that the Kupala evil spirits might prove fatal. Even for such a powerful witch as you.
You! What's going on? Where am I? Where's the Black Book?
Calm down, Vasilisa. You don't possess this ancient artifact anymore. We've taken it for a more practical goal than yours.
I seem to remember now. I saw you and the spinner at the forest edge. I should have finished you off that time in Vilgard.
But I'm grateful for this mercy, as well as for what you did for breaking so many seals. What a pity. You can't even fathom all the power that even just one granted wish can bestow.
You can't handle it! Let me out, and you'll understand why even Kupala chores weren't able to stop me.
Perhaps. But you won't get out this time. I've sealed you in. You have neither your Zagavors, nor your sorceress items. What a pity you weren't able to keep the flower of Polopodiaphuta. It was destroyed when the seal was broken, I presume.
I should have known you to be Khaldun even that time at Zemskaya Station.
You couldn't have known that I was a Khaldun the same as you. But I do recall our first meeting. You're alive only because you've done so much to break the seals. My mentor wanted to open the last one with your very life, but I stopped her.
What? Am I supposed to thank you now?
Maybe you are. You're not here in her web, aren't you? If I had the book the first day, all of this trouble could have been avoided. Neither you nor your Yegor understand the true power of the artifact. I couldn't trust you with a wish.
So you're the spinner's apprentice. You hid it quite well. Even my grandpa didn't know.
I wouldn't be so sure.
You deceived him. Where is the Black Book?
Stop worrying about your artifact. But may this knowledge brighten your confinement. The book is safely in the hands of my mentor. Soon I will join her with a well-crafted wish, and my goal will be achieved.
Nice move. I've done all the hard work, and you're the one reaching your goal, eh?
You may well despise me, but know this. I'm doing the greater good for all of Russia. There is no comparison between our quarrel and the end result of my efforts. You will soon see the greater benefits of my mission.
How did you manage to capture me?
You were too weak from your fight with the Kupala Chorts. I brought you to my humble mansion and locked you up with the Zagavar. Not long ago, I was a prisoner of your mentor as well. It was quite hard to escape. And that's why I employ additional means to your confinement. The door is locked with a lock as well.
Let me out. If not me, then my grandpa will get to you.
I don't think he cares about you that much.
Nonsense!
I don't have any more time for talking. I have to get back to witchcrafting. So much depends on it.
Wait! Let me out! Damn it! The door is locked. Well, I can handle regular locks, I suppose. But there's that Zagavar of his. I have to look around. He took all my herbs and items. Very well. I'll catch my breath, then escape. And then I'll get my book back.
Okay. The thing is, the game says it's taken all our items, but we still have all our items. Just for a quick check, I'm just going to take this off so we don't suffer the unpleasantness of getting extra sin and see if that works. Yeah, see? One less sin. Fantastic. So we need to get those guys done. Okay. You go there. I'm not really using anything that has... well, I do have something that does do ward. Regeneration. I'd rather not lose regeneration, to be honest. So you can go there for 4 turns. Now this guy's a really nasty one, and spikes are useful, but having him on the field is just... Unless I can find something that will mean that he's on it for a long time. No. Okay, we're just going to have to endure him then. We have the flower. Okay, so that's all set up. Get that candles in place because that's nice for really boosting our waste. Strengths of curses would be nice as well. I mean, to be honest, I'm plus 15 health is nice, but we can heal a lot. I mean, to be honest, we could heal like tons. I'm really tempted to basically go this. We drop our health down, but we get a lot more to status curse going up. Plus 4 is really powerful. That's really useful for our build. And we can't access our books. Okay. Prison. Alexander thinks he can hold me here with locks and sorcery. He should have known better. We don't have our companion either, so we're not getting any damage boosting from him. First things first, let's look at the door.
Iron bars, slimy from the dampness of the cellar, block your path. You try to open the door, but it's locked. Your palm still remembers the piercing pain of the monastery needle, and you feel as if the flower is throbbing inside your hand. You touch the lock, and it falls open with a quiet click. You open the door, but can't take a step. Alexander's barrier of sorcery still remains.
So he's probably hidden something in the room. This is my pester torch seem to want some work again. Crack. There's a crack in the wall of some kind and there's a bit of hay inside. Herbs. Single mushroom. Not great. That won't be enough what we need. Bucket. There's nothing inside the bucket. Bench. A small hole in the bench and that's it. Oven fork. An uvat is standing with its prongs turned upright. Okay.
Well, I've no time to waste in his dungeons. I have to break the Zagavor. Or should I look some more for that enchanted item?
Let's break the
I
Zagavor.
can rely only on myself. A simple Zagavor won't be enough to hold me. There's some item here that he put the Zagavor on. Very well. Where's the source of Alexander's sorcery?
So we have the bench, the crack, the bucket, or the fork. Now, I doubt you'd put whatever item he's put the ward up with inside the cell in case we find it, so it's going to be outside. The only thing that's outside is the fork pointing upwards.
Yes, the fork is enchanted. It is set by the door with the prongs facing upward for a reason. I can't reach.
Here you are. Here.
Cornish.
Excuse me 1 second, folks. Sorry about that, folks.
You thought that I'd leave you in a cage, even though you help everyone in my forest? I'm not that kind of a raven. I'm not. Not!
Your companion drops the oven fork, and the magical barrier collapses in an instant. You thank your savior and prepare to continue along your way.
Okay. Passage. This basement sure has low ceilings still. It's roomier than any goblets I've ever been in.
A low vaulted hall leads into the depths of the mansion. It's hard to see in the murky twilight of the cellar, and you freeze in place when you hear a loud hiss ahead. There is something stirring in the dark. The raven flies forward and returns with news of a demonic flock waiting in ambush. You try to blend with the wall while moving forward. Soon you see a tangle of chorts that your cautious captor left to guard you, along with locks and zagavers. You hold your breath and slip by.
Okay. Wine cellar. Storage. Let's go to the wine cellar. Nobles keep their wine reserves in these sorts of rooms. You could open a pot house of all of this.
A cloud of dust swarms out of old barrels from the wine cellar. Neither man nor evil spirit has set foot here for a long time. Barrels bear inscriptions in an unfamiliar tongue. You absent-mindedly examine one vessel after another, when you finally notice one strange lone bottle on the table. Coming closer, you see some strange Khaldoon symbols on its label.
Witching bottle. Petro drank the entire bottle by himself, leaving nothing for the others. Chance that herbs don't disappear after use, 40%. Not great. Storage. This is a kind of... this is a kind of goblet, perhaps I can find something useful here.
It seems that only the ever-present mold remembers this pantry. The mold grows strongly in the presence of evil spirits, and has spread its dimly glowing bushes through all of the reserves of the mansion's owner. A couple of susiedkas are hiding in the corner, their eyes gleaming with frightened embers.
Don't eat us, witch! We have nothing! Nothing! Only mold! This chode is quite intimidated by someone.
Calm down. I won't eat you. Poor Susietkos. Why are you so scared?
Oh, whew. I thought one of Alexander's demons crawled to our place. It's scary in the mansion these days. The stronger our master gets, the more demons flock here. Some are quite evil. They can gobble you up for good. Now, I understand my godfather that ran away from his Khaldoon master. We can't manage with our Khaldoon. No one even knows if he is the one.
Tell me about your master.
There's nothing to tell. He was a good man, and his parents were fine people. That is, before they start learning black magic. We've been in hiding since then. For how long? Half a century is my guess. He's a good guy, tries to help people. He wants to do good, but it's turned out as it usually does.
Khaldoon's secret?
Well, everyone sees you as a witch and respect you as one. Our Alex tries to conceal his gift. Such is the way of secret sorcerers.
Covert Khaldoons. There is a notable difference between professional and covert Khaldoons. Professional Khaldoons stand side by side with other peasant artisans, blacksmiths and millers. Their power is passed on to their next of kin. They have their own secret language to use dark spells, but more often than not, they use everyday mundane knowledge regarding the nature of man and beast. Khaldoons were feared and were able to make a living with their skills. Russian Khaldoons always knew how to blend in with regular people, but peasants could still recognize them by a number of features. In Chula Ubrenia, they were believed to cast a double shadow. In Saraftov Usyed, if you talked to yourself, you were believed to be a Khaldoon conversing with spirits. In Cherden, a Khaldun could be discovered if one looked at him between his legs while bending forward. In this way, the Khaldun's horns were revealed. When inside a church, a Khaldun always stands with his back to the altar. The Khaldun dies before his time. He continues to perform magic, but returns as a werewolf or as a dead man, but keeps his helpers.
Well, maybe I'll manage to scare off some of the demons. You'll have an easier life than I'd imagine.
Whoa! Thanks! We didn't expect any help, if I may be frank. Here you go. Some mold-free supplies for you, Johnny.
Right, what do you want to grab? Untouchable. Positive status cannot be removed for 2 turns. Very nice. Immediate is a gesture, so it doesn't take up a slot. Take a current maximum of pages. Yeah. Gesture immediate. Learn the next 3 pages and discard any number of them. Take 1 page. That's nice. Especially if you want to draw a card quickly. Okay. I'm going to put a cut in here, folks. I've been Cornish-knight. This has been the Black Book. And I shall see you all next time. Hopefully we'll get to Alexander and deal with him. Goodbye.